raining. And I am pretty happy about it because I put down some fertilizer yesterday and now it's going to soak nicely into the ground. So I'm pretty happy about that. The bad news is, because it's raining, is that we are not going to get a real true sunrise this morning. So I thought it would be better if we came in and just kind of hang out with the sheep this morning so that we had a different view. Since we're not going to get the sunrise, might as well say good morning to the sheep. So that's Esther sitting there looking around the corner, and they're wondering what the heck I'm doing just sitting here and not feeding them. They're a little confused by it. But actually it's kind of appropriate because I'm sitting here with the animals, and actually what I was going to talk to you about was actually another animal, which is geese. You know, it's fall's coming, which means lately I have seen a lot of geese flying above, and they're in their nice V formation. And I was looking at them, and I've been watching them. Trying not to look right above because I'm always afraid they're going to poop on my head. But besides that, I was looking at them and I was thinking, you know, they have that leader, the one who's in the front of the V. And I think, you know, how cool is that, right? Because the person in the front, that V, the front of that V, is the geese, or the goose, who is taking most of the work, right? It takes a lot of work to be the one in the front. And it makes it a lot easier for the geese in the back. But it's not always the same goose that's in the front. They actually take turns being the goose or the leader. And I'm thinking, how smart is that? Because we don't do that very well in our species. And that, you know, we always have a leader and it stays the leader. And, you know, frequently the same person is leading all of our committees over and over and over again. We don't take turns usually being the leader. And there's a lot of sense in taking turns. You know, one, because there's going to be a different viewpoint and a different way of doing things. And maybe that leader maybe goes a different angle when they're flying, or a different way of leading that committee. But we do the same leaders over and over and over again. And I was also thinking about what appreciation they have for each other and the roles that they play. And that's another one of the talks that I give, is that, you know, a lot of times in organizations, especially in the workplace, man, there's somebody who just drives us nuts, right? Who's just like, whether it's the leader or whether it's the person who's not the leader. And so one of the talks that I give is just about having appreciation and how to have appreciation for all the different roles of the people in your organization. And being the leader is hard, right? I mean, it's the person who takes the risks, who, if they did make the wrong choice and chose the wrong path, they're the ones who are going to hear the brunt of it. They're going to be hearing, "What, you took the wrong path. What's wrong with you? Why do we go this way?" So it's scary being the leader because they're taking a lot of risk being that person in the front. So a lot of times people don't have appreciation for the leaders because they just think, oh my God, they're jerks. They're always telling us what to do. This is Pickle, by the way, sitting in front of us. She's such a cutie. She's one of my favorite little ewes. I'll get back to this talk, but anyways, these are all my girls in this paddock with me sitting here, and they are waiting for their new boyfriend that is coming in October. So, and then they will have their babies again in the spring. So it's pretty exciting stuff. The other part of it, though, going back to my geese, is in leadership, is that a lot of times leaders don't have appreciation for the people who they're leading. You know, the people who are actually doing all of the work. The people who, without them, they have no one to lead. And they just think, why aren't they working harder? Why aren't they doing it the way I want it to be done? Why don't they do it this way? And they forget to have appreciation for the people who are actually giving them the opportunity to lead and to get something accomplished, because they really can't accomplish it without them. So a lot of times we just forget to have appreciation for the different roles of people in our life. And unlike geese, we forget to kind of take turns being the leader and being the followers. So maybe we can take a lot of lessons from the animals around us and how they do things, because they do things with intuition, and sometimes that intuition makes a lot of sense. This is Polly. She's one of my original ewes. She's looking a little skinny if you look at her right now. She's actually fine, but she is still nursing twins, and it's taken a little bit of a toll on her, but she's pretty healthy still. She's just a little skinnier than the other ones. But for nursing twins since, well, when was it? April. She's looking pretty good, actually. So, anyways, well, thanks for joining me on an unusual sunrise video. There just really wasn't going to be a sunrise, and so I thought, we'll just hang out with the sheep for a little bit and get a little bit different view. But I am going to stand up right now, and I will show you what the river looks like at least, and prove to you that there's really, truly no sunrise. So here we go. So, but it is, despite there not being a sunrise, I will say it's a beautiful, beautiful cloud bank, and it's still beautiful. So, good morning to all of you. Thanks for joining me. As usual, I love having you here. It's a great way to start my Tuesday, and in this case, starting my week too, since this is the first day of the work week. So, I hope you guys have a great week. Make it a good day, and we'll talk to you next Tuesday. Hope to see you soon. Bye. And the girls say bye too. See you later.